There were a lot of things that made the 80s legendary. It was all about cocaine, bright neon colors, spandex, and hoping that your world leaders wouldn't decide to nuke each other. And if there's one thing that perfectly captures the chaotic energy of that decade, it's aerobics. I mean, Jane Fonda basically dominated the decade with her VHS tapes, and she was part of thousands of living rooms across America. It was a cultural explosion because now you could make fitness fun rather than tedious by combining it with music and dancing while wearing tight outfits and looking great.
Push it to your left, on and to your right, back and turn around.
Women loved it because it kept them healthy and hot. Men loved it because they also had secret collections of alternative aerobics VHS tapes hidden under their beds, alongside a few magazines, for research and educational purposes, of course. Nowadays, there isn't that much discussion about aerobics because it sort of faded away or merged into other fitness styles after the 80s. But it was a big deal back then, especially if your life revolved around staying fit and healthy. But even outside of that, in the music and entertainment world, aerobics were either constantly promoted or mentioned. MTV, for example, featured plenty of songs with it, such as Olivia Newton-John's Physical.
If you're like me, you probably overate during the holidays and gained a few pounds. Well, this is a reminder to make your New Year's resolution to work it off.
At Jack LaLanne, you can work every muscle with Nautilus. Shape up with aerobics, take a lap in the pool, or on the track. The hardest part is just getting started. Join now while you can still get 1984 rates.
Make getting in shape your New Year's resolution. Call today.
Join Jack LaLanne now and avoid a price increase.
Probably the best known song about aerobics that was on constant rotation on MTV and perfectly described the attitude and vibe around the sport. Because on one hand, aerobics was a serious sport that even had its own competitions and championships, but at the same time it often didn't take itself too seriously and could get really over the top.
Are you ready for pain? Are you ready for suffering? If the answer is yes, then you're ready for Captain Freedom's workout.
Hi, I thought today we'll work on a couple of things, okay? So we go 1, 2. That's it. That's it. Come on. Stretch both your arms and your legs, okay?
Although, considering that everyone was on cocaine back then, it's not really surprising that a lot of 80s media and sports were batshit insane and almost feel like a parallel universe from today's perspective. But that's exactly what made them great and why we remember the decade so vividly. I mean, 80s nostalgia is still going really strong. Even though aerobics were mostly dominated by women, a lot of men also liked to do it, mainly because this way they could surround themselves with women and hope they'd have a greater chance of getting laid. But also, honestly, as much as I like bodybuilding culture, it was mostly a sausage fest full of sweat and testosterone.
Hey, how can I get muscles like you guys? Wow, Mr. Wonderful!
You can start by getting in shape with a Hulkamania workout set.
Great!
It's got everything you need. Head and wristband, a jump rope for warming up, a hand gripper for power, dumbbells for strength, an exercise poster, and even Hulk's own workout tape.
The Hulkamania workout set. You from LJN.
Are you in shape yet?
Yeah!
Being a dancer myself, it's way more pleasant to be working out somewhere filled with women in tight pants and shorts. It's a lot more fun to watch Prime Heather Thomas teach and demonstrate stretching exercises, and I don't doubt that a lot of guys were stretching stuff to her VHS tapes at home, basically getting that extra workout homework done to stay fit.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Aerobics was its own art form, and despite maybe looking a bit over the top and crazy from today's perspective, it was not easy and definitely took a lot of time and practice to get good at. It mixed a lot of different exercises and demanded constant, intense workouts. It was more than just a way to stay fit and healthy. It was basically like a full-blown performance, because people often weren't just exercising. They were putting on a show and trying to see how much power they could put into a workout.
Susan Anton and Tristan Rogers host the wildest competition in television history, the Crystal Light National Aerobic Championship.
9 p.m. Sunday on Channel 5.
You had instructors that looked like disco icons and class participants that dressed like they were going to a glam rock concert. And honestly, that was part of the appeal. Okay, maybe not quite as wild as that, I may be exaggerating a bit, but it was unlike anything before or after. Just like hair metal had its own uniform, power chords and hairspray, aerobics had its own soundtrack. Synthpop, new wave, Italo disco, and basically anything that got your heart pumping and made you want to snore lines of coke. Everything was high energy, fast paced, and just insane. If you didn't feel like collapsing by the end of the session, you weren't doing it right.
And back to pushing right and left. Take it right and left, and left, and left.
I cover this beat. I'm a private eye.
I mean, let's be real, the look of 80s aerobics was just as important as the moves. We're talking about spandex, sweatbands, leg warmers, and loads of neon colors. There's something really iconic about that style. It was like fitness met fashion and total chaos, and it somehow worked perfectly. And this wasn't just for the gym either. These looks made their way into music videos, TV shows, and magazines. Jane Fonda alone basically became a fitness messiah, and her tapes were in pretty much every living room across America, working hard to keep the country hot and healthy.
You bought this tape for a reason. That's to get in shape. You follow us, we're gonna take you there. The right way.
Neon Nights, the dance album with Human League. Holland Oates. It'll make you move with Rick James. This album's hot. Neon Nights. Grab it. Available at these and other fine stores.